What if I said that over the course of nearly 2 decades, I've only ever loved 3 games? Yeah, just 3. I've been playing games ever since I can remember, always rushing downstairs to play before school, but considering I've been playing games for so much of my life, I've come to realise something. There are many games over the years that I've enjoyed, but there are very, very few that I've actually loved. I mean, hell, I can count them on one hand. The big 3 for me are Pokemon White for the DS, Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royal, and, of course, Minecraft. That's kind of it, really. If you were to tell the quite frankly baffling specimen that was younger me that over the course of the next couple of decades he would have only played 2 games that managed to reach the same heights as the one he played on his DS, it'd probably be quite disappointed. I mean, that basically works out to not even 1 game per decade of human life. I mean, it's just sort of diminishing returns at that point. It's just, do something else with your time. Don't get me wrong, I don't feel as if I've wasted my youth on something I didn't enjoy or get any reward from. It's quite the opposite, in fact. I have loads of fond memories playing different games with my friends, but I often found that I enjoyed spending time with that person more than the actual game that we were playing. I enjoyed watching people play games online, using YouTube on the Wii of all things. It's primarily what led me to social media platforms and other online stuff. But what I do know is I had the thought of, I want to do that. That seems fun. I want to entertain and be that person. I thought it was some more of a childish notion at first. As I've grown older, I've started to feel even more strongly about it. I want to make things. I want to be someone who makes things that others enjoy. And then I realised one thing. One really important thing. Getting the feelings out of your brain and into the world is hard. I'm not talking about writing. Anyone can do that, but writing effectively. Capturing a specific emotion, a feeling that you experience whilst playing something, the adoration you felt for it. Capturing that using just words is really hard. Because although you might know how it makes you feel, capturing that and making that, again, identifiable to someone else so that they can understand it is really difficult. It's not as if we don't have the words for it. We have hundreds of thousands of them, but just choosing the right words in the right order, said in the right way at the right time, is hard. I mean, for example, that's the 3rd time I've used hard in this paragraph. 4th now. And as with anything, the only way to improve is to keep doing something. So that's what I'm doing. For example, with my Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I've already changed my opinion massively on the game, both regarding what I said and how I feel about the game itself. Of course, my first video, I so wisely picked one of the biggest and most expansive, narratively intricate games ever made to try and articulate. Good job me. But I'm glad I learned this lesson now, because I have games even more special to me than that, and if I can't formulate my thoughts on a game I played recently, how in the ever-loving am I supposed to capture a game as important to me as Minecraft? Oh, the simple answer is, I can't. I mean, not yet anyway. And that's okay. I mean, those games were so impactful, so integral to me as a person, that I feel as if to try and summarise those feelings would be a disservice to the games themselves. Each game meant something to me that I can't quite put into words. I could probably try, but I don't think I'd ever be happy with the result. Not completely. And that's okay too. I think a big reason I never attempted to make things was never feeling ready for it. Never being developed enough, never wanting the things I create to be made fun of or age poorly. I was convinced if I waited long enough, then eventually the moment would come and I'd be able to do everything I'd ever thought about doing. But the longer I waited, no such moment came. Until the moment arrived where I realised that there is no magic moment. My content will suck at first because I have no idea what I'm doing. My videos will age poorly, as I will progress, change, and get older, because I'll develop as a person. Something I make maybe 2 years ago from now won't be the same person that I am currently. And I also realise that if I wait too long to make things that I want to make, by the time I end up making them, I might not be the same person anymore. Maybe I won't agree with the jokes I've written, the point I'm making, or any other number of things. And that's part of what comes with making art. It's never exact, it's never perfect, it's never complete. There is no right answer, like with science or maths. It's all based on emotion. and emotions change, frequently. Being able to capture emotions is the greatest strength of an artist, as well as the greatest challenge too. I think that the final, most important factor from stopping me from trying to make stuff like this in the first place was fear. Fear of failure, of being made fun of making cheap slop, just fear of hating what I make. But over all of that, I think I feared being successful the most. Being afraid of the thing I actually wanted. Weird. If I had a platform, if I had that reach, that much support, how would I cope with it? How would I change as a person? How would I handle that pressure and that responsibility if I somehow did get into that position? Would I change into the sort of person I'd hate today? Would I be warped by money and influence and abandon the things I want to hold on to? Would I lose sight of myself? I don't know. And I think that scared me. Not the possibility of succeeding itself, but the consequences of that. I feared getting what I wanted. And it still does scare me to some degree. But I sort of come to the rationale that that kind of success doesn't occur overnight. It doesn't appear out of thin air. It's gradual. Change is gradual, and improvement's gradual. And whatever happens, I will change, and I will learn, and I will improve. I've already learnt lots from making only a few small videos, so who knows what will happen in a year's time. A couple of years. A decade, even. Maybe by then I may have played 2 more games to add to my list of favourites. Or maybe younger me will be even more distraught by the fact only 2 games can hold a candle to the ones he played on his DS.